Hello, welcome back to my channel, and it's that time of month again to film my September Deck of TBR. Now, the month of August, I am confident that I will complete all of my required reads but one, and I just wasn't in the mood to read it, so I kind of pushed it aside and read other books instead. But I have had a pretty successful reading month so far, so I will let that slide because I've got a lot of other books read. But I guess let's hop right on in and get into shuffling some cards. Let's do our first shuffle. We have a fantasy. Fantasy, I might be being a bit ambitious, but I selected The Fall of Babel by Josiah Bancroft, which is the final book in the Books of Babel series. This is a chunker, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this series so far. In this book, we were following Sinlin and his wife, who on their honeymoon go to the Tower of Babel. He ends up losing his wife in the crowd, and a journey ensues to try to find his wife as he traverses up the tower. It's kind of like the basic of the series. I don't want to get too in depth because now I'm on book 4, and clearly if I tell you everything that's happened, I'm going to spoil the other 3 books so far. But I can't wait to see how this series will conclude. Let's do our second shuffle. A debut. For a debut, I selected Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone. This, I believe it's a gothic fantasy or paranormal, where we are following Violetta, whose younger brother possesses black magic, and she's trying to protect him and gets offered to stay at this mysterious mansion near a lake in exchange for her brother's magic and safety. It's kind of the gist of what I'm reading, and just the top of the synopsis says, there are monsters in the world, there are monsters in the woods, there's a monster in the shadows, and now it knows my name. So it sounds intriguing. The cover looks really interesting, and I hope I do enjoy this. Here's our third shuffle. Something with a red cover. For a book with a red cover, I selected D, A Tale of Two Worlds. Clearly this is very red, and I think this is more of a middle grade, but it's a story where the letter D suddenly disappears from language. So anything that has the letter D in it is just gone, and a 13-year-old girl must set out to figure out what's going on, and ends up kind of traveling to another world in a mysterious land to solve the mystery of the missing letter. Hopefully this is annoying. I thought the cover was really intriguing, and I really do hope I enjoyed it, especially since Neil Gaiman blurbed it, and I enjoy his work, so I hope I enjoy this one too. Fourth shuffle. One-word title. For one-word title, I selected Gleanings, Stories from the Ark of a Scythe by Neil Shusterman, and this is basically just a collection of short stories set in the world of the Ark of Scythe, and I hope I do enjoy it. I'm not the biggest fan of short stories, so hopefully I'm able to get through this, but I really did enjoy the world of the Ark of Scythe, so hopefully I will enjoy this collection of stories set in that world. Let's do hopefully our last shuffle. And I am struggling to shuffle. Less than 350 pages, which is great because that will help a lot. For a book less than 350 pages, I selected Furiously Happy, a funny book about horrible things by Jenny Lawson. And I believe this is kind of a memoir, and we are exploring Ginny's lifelong battle with mental illness, which is a hysterical, ridiculous book about crippling depression and anxiety. That sounds like a terrible idea, but terrible ideas are what Ginny does best. So hopefully I enjoy this. The cover is kind of what intrigued me and what made me reach out and buy it, because, you know, crazy looking raccoon on the front. And I do hope I enjoy this and can't wait to check it out. So now that the cards have chosen my books, it's time to unwrap a book. These have seen better days, and I think I'm gonna go with this one since it's already starting to come undone thanks to Percy, and we will see what book I will be tackling next month. Let's see. Looks like I will be reading Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron. And I'm not really sure. Let me just read the back of this real quick. It's a witch doctor's daughter with no magic of her own, a family torn apart by the curse of vengeance, a war of gods and monsters and all those caught between them. So hopefully I enjoy this and can't wait to check this out. I believe in this as a fantasy. So I guess this will be the final book I'll be adding to my collection for the month. Well, it looks like September has a pretty hefty TBR for me. Hopefully I'm able to tackle all 6 of these books and find some new gems to love. And I guess that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed, feel free to click the like and subscribe button down below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.